Ako is Filipino.
I am Filipino. I am Hispanic.
I am half black, half Cuban.
I am Caucasian.
I'm black and white with a hint of Indian.
I am Puerto Rican.
I am half Filipino and half white.
I am Eritrean.
I am French Canadian and Lebanese.
I do not believe it will ever go away. In our society, we base people off the color of their skin and how much income they make. I think that we need to stop worrying about the color of our skin, but to start loving people because of who they really are behind their skin.
Yes, I hate to use our new president as an example, but if racism did not exist today, it wouldn't be a big deal. It would just be the next president. It wouldn't be a huge campaign for the first black president. It would just be our new United States president.
Yeah, it very much does. You see it all over. You hear it from just about everyone, whether they like to admit that they're racist or not. People use it kind of as a crutch to pinpoint someone for their wrongdoing.
No, I do not believe racism will die. I believe it's socially constructed and also it's been institutionalized, and unless we break down our institutions first, it will be a problem that's existing, like an ever-existing problem for our society here in America.
I help against racism by informing my niece and little kids around me about Martin Luther King's speech and how it first ended racism. Also by not tolerating racist language around me and spreading positive energy instead of negative.
As a person, I can't change anything about racism, but if I went out and talked to other people who felt the same way or felt racism, then yeah, maybe we as a community can find out or change something about racism. You know, as Martin Luther King did it, he was one person, but he rallied thousands and thousands who felt the same way about him. So, as a person, I can't really do anything, but if I went out there and talked to other people, then yeah, maybe we can bring change.
When I would hear somebody give a racial slur or comment that could be hurtful, I would give someone the peace of mind, because I personally, I'm interracial. I come from 2 different backgrounds, plus I'm Jewish, and people just don't expect that my skin color can be a Jewish person just because of my skin color, and people crack constant Jew jokes on me, and whenever I hear something like that, I have to tell them, like, can you please not say something like that, because you don't know who's around you, and you don't know what kind of background they come from, and you could be hurting someone's feelings, and it's happened to me. So every time I come across it, I have to educate and spread the word of peace.
I definitely think that tolerance should be taught at a young age, taught at school, and to show that diversity is a beautiful thing, and that everybody, comes from different places, but, like within a classroom, there may be kids from all different backgrounds, but they're all there together, like, for a common experience, and I think that's important to know at a young age, and to embrace the differences that we all have, because I think that, that makes the country that we live in, that we're all diverse, and brings something special and different to the table, so.
If racism was taught in school with the influence of parents, then yes, I think that it would make a change in the amount of racism in society today.
I think tolerance should be taught at an early age, because when kids learn it from an early age, it will continue on as they grow, and they'll learn to develop that tolerance into a more opening and understanding communication style that they can use when they grow up. So when they're taught in an early age and they see it as an example, like from role models, as the teachers or older brothers and families, they'll be able to incorporate that type of communication style within themselves. So.
I would say that yes, it needs to be taught. Kids as young as the age of 4 know they're different. They realize they're a boy or a girl or different in skin color, and we need to teach them as young as possible that it's okay to be whatever color you are. You're the same on the inside. You deserve the same respect no matter what you look like. The only thing that really matters is how you live your life.
I do believe tolerance should be taught in school to kids. I mean, whether it be at an elementary age, just explaining to the young kids that everyone's different and unique, and that it's okay to be your own self. Or, at a middle school age, where it's, it could be offered as a class to discuss how racial prejudice is wrong and, tolerance is really the right attitude to have.
Discrimination should be taught in schools because discrimination is one of those topics that I know through experience that a lot of people think, it doesn't even happen anymore when it does. And some people just need that to be brought to the forefront because they don't understand it. And like a lot of things you don't understand, if you don't understand it, it should be taught to you because you need to understand it. You can't go through life and think what you say doesn't matter and that people aren't affected by your actions because discrimination didn't happen to you, so it shouldn't happen to them. But if it's taught in school, it'll open your eyes. It'll let you know that this is still a major subject all over the world and that it's a serious problem. So I say go ahead and teach it in school.
I believe that tolerance should be taught in school, so that way we could broaden our horizon and learn and be more culturally aware.
If you teach kids when they're younger about being racial, your friends being diverse, it's okay, and it's not a problem, and just knowing about that stuff, I feel like it's easier when you're older. You already know. So I think education about racial tolerance and stuff when you're younger would help for sure. Would be beneficial.
I think that it should because we're a race-based society and racism is going to affect pretty much everything we do, so we should definitely have classes on systematic racism and the history of racism and how racism has changed in America.